cool.
Ron, what up?
What up?
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Podcasting
Sunday.
cops and about cops.
I got a little New York story from this week
Mhm.
where, we just moved into a new place, and I slowly had to figure out one thing about our building, because our building is like in the middle of like very busy like jungle of Brooklyn intersection. There's there's always a lot going on like right outside, And I learned, because eventually I noticed like we never had any mail in our mailbox. And at first you're like, okay, new place, makes sense. But then you're like, there should be some mail sometimes, like even like junk mail from the people before, just an empty mailbox every single day. And then eventually we figured out that someone breaks into our building and steals the mail every day.
What?
Every day.
Oh my gosh.
How do y'all let this happen every day?
That's like the worst type of pest problem.
It is. Which also there are pest problems. Also that. Don't be fooled that this is our pest problem. We have an actual pest problem.
Funny. People breaking into buildings in New York is so funny, because the fact that they do it, good job. Because they try to do tricks in my neighborhood. They like buzz on the door, like they buzz my door every single day, and they'll be like, package, and I'll be like, I have video. I'll be like, show me the package, and they'll be like, drats, I'll get them next time.
You got me. You're good. I'll give that to you. You know what you're doing.
Oh, no.
Touche.
Literally, or they'll be like, I'm trying to get in apartment 4. And I'll be like, buzz apartment 4. And I'll be like, I didn't die.
I give props to this guy because of his consistency. Like every single day, it's like he has his own mail route. Like and
he's just stealing mail.
Yeah, but like with the same consistency as the actual mailman. It's like
it's
like a full-time job for this guy.
Did y'all catch him on camera?
Dude, we just started like the process of like talking to about like figuring all this out, but short answer, no, it seems like.
Oh my God.
So
damn.
It's ridiculous. And like I ordered a new debit card before I knew this was the thing. And then I found out it was confirmed that our mail was being stolen once I got a text message of all these charges on my debit card. Because he took it and like spent hundreds of dollars at the liquor stores. and then it was like this whole like it's like dude, it's like a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, because now I'm like, okay, I gotta get a new debit card, but I can't have it mailed, obviously, because they're stealing the mail.
God.
So I go to like the physical location, and they're like, I'm like, can you get me like a temporary? They're like, we don't do that anymore.
What the? That's it's. Of course.
You know how like everything sucks now.
Yes,
everything sucks now. Everything is worse.
Of course.
They were like, we don't. They cut me off. They're like, yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to mail you a new one. I'm like, did you not just hear what I just said? I don't. My mail is stolen. They're like, look, that's fine. We'll just send you a new one. I'm like,
oh, you thought you can come to the debit card place to get a debit card?
Yeah.
You can use a debit card here.
Yeah.
I can't give you one. That's insane.
So I'm effectively like have no money out in the streets, I mean, I do, but it's like, it's just like it's so hard for me to access my own money right now because of this fucking Kafka novel we put ourselves into in 2025.
Please tell me they're refunding you the alcohol money.
They're under investigation right now. They're doing their thing. They got to investigate. I'm like, I never touched this debit card. I never had the feeling of it in my hands.
The first thing, maybe, I don't know, you could be a fucking alcoholic.
Why would I buy this much liquor, dude?
That's such a funny... You were exactly who he was looking for in this... When he steals, you were the gold
Now he's never
mine.
going to stop stealing mail, dude. That just confirmed to him that he's on the right track. He's on his path.
You were the fucking gold mine.
I was.
Fucking...
And what's the point of having a PIN number if, like, isn't this
Anybody
the whole point,
They give you the instructions right there. If you want to... just call this number, make up your own PIN number, and you have access. Damn.
Yeah. So that's my little mini adventure I'm going through right now. But anyways. But we got a show for y'all, so let's start the show. Welcome to the podcast. This is KAWPS, a podcast about the cops, two comedians, blah, blah, blah. Let's start, as we do every week, the headline roundup. Here are some of the headlines from the past week when it comes to the police here in America. Ashton, you ready?
Now I am.
All right. Cops in New Brunswick, New Jersey, fatally shoot a 68-year-old woman experiencing a mental health crisis. R.I.P. Deborah Terrell.
Cops in Baltimore violently arrest a man experiencing a mental health crisis who died in their custody. R.I.P. Dante Melton Jr.
Former cop and current mayor of Buchanan, Georgia, found guilty of vehicular manslaughter. R.I.P. Kylie Lindsay and Isabella Chinchilla.
Cop in Honolulu runs a red light and hits a moped driver.
Cop in Maui pleads guilty after repeatedly tasing a man who was on the ground.
Cop in Reading, Pennsylvania, charged for assaulting a handcuffed teenager.
Cops in Mansfield, Ohio, are facing a lawsuit after body slamming a 67-year-old man for jaywalking.
Cop in New York convicted of macing a handcuffed man.
Cops in Hickley, Ohio, indicted for ethnic intimidation after assaulting an Eritrean man at a bar who they falsely accused of being an undocumented migrant.
Cops in Oklahoma City are facing a lawsuit after shooting an innocent black man during the aftermath of a shooting.
Cops in Utah kill a dog.
Cops in Santan Valley, Arizona, accused of excessive force after pistol whipping an unarmed man.
Cop in Cedar Park, Texas, is facing allegations of sexual assault from multiple women.
Cop in Atlanta accused of sexually assaulting a massage therapist at gunpoint.
Jail cop in Indiana convicted of sexually assaulting an inmate.
Cop in Connecticut arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Dallas arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in New York arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Cincinnati arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in San Antonio arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Houston who was out on bond for domestic violence arrested again for domestic violence.
Cop in Florida convicted of receiving nude photos from a 16-year-old victim of domestic violence.
Cop in Hennegar, Alabama indicted for child sex abuse material.
Cop in Bridgeport, Connecticut arrested for stalking.
Cop in New York arrested for calling and making death threats to a woman.
Jail cop accused of repeatedly watching videos of 100 women being strip searched.
Cop in Venner City, New Jersey is accused of sharing sexual videos of an inmate in her jail cell.
Border Patrol cops arrest firefighters working on Washington wildfire.
Cops in Immokalee, Florida detained 3 Hispanic sisters, 2 of them teenagers. All of them were U.S. citizens and called Border Patrol on them while they were picking berries to sell.
Cops in Gaston County, South Carolina are facing a lawsuit for framing a physically and intellectually disabled man for murder who spent 10 years in prison for a crime he did not commit.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
That is what we call a doozy of a fucking week. Like, that was...
Whoa.
That cops were on one. And again, even for cops' standards of what that means...
Special needs people for murder is next level shenanigans.
Also, it really is the DNA of being like, we've never talked about it. It's not like directly this podcast, but maybe we will one day, of like the FBI has notoriously done this to like Pakistani Muslim mentally, like intellectually disabled men like in America after 9/11, like entrapping them into terror plots that they come up with themselves and swindle in like intellectually disabled Muslim teenagers and then throw them in federal prison.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, it is crazy to say out loud. I was like, damn, that is crazy.
It's like what they did with the Central Park 5. One of them was like intellectually disabled. And he was like, they just tricked him into saying he did it. And he was
there you go. There you go. Another great example. This is a part of there's another stereotype cops could use for themselves.
Just the worst fucking
come on.
Strip search. He was watching
domestic violence, domestic violence. And
then a cop watches hundreds of hours of strip search videos.
Over 100 videos of over 100 women being strip search. And he's just watching, sitting in his office, just watching those on repeat all day.
What? Porn exists, nigga. What is that? Means that is a pure psychologically. I want to dominate.
Of course it is.
Holy, there's no clearer Freudian whatever psychology you subscribe to, nigga. That's clear as day. You cannot be a cop, dog. Yeah, that's the shit you're. That's like if a teacher is caught watching like teen porn, nigga, you gotta go.
Yeah,
you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
What? That's
yeah. It's a lot, man. This was a crazy fucking week.
Strip search videos is physically.
The cop became the mayor, and then he killed 2 people in his car. I mean, good God. Which honestly, does make me a little bit more appreciative.
Was that in there? Did I just give that over?
I think you might have read that one out loud yourself. I know it's a blur. This week was a blur, but yeah. Go up to the top. Former cop and current mayor of Buchanan, Georgia, found guilty of vehicular manslaughter.
Oh my God.
R.I.P. Kylie Lindsay and Isabella Chinchilla.
What?
And as I was saying, like, say what you will about Eric Adams, he is not actively mowing us down in his black Escalade, whatever it is. I imagine he's driving. But wild week. So let's get it together here. What are we talking about in more detail on today's episode? Well, we'll be talking about cops. This is stuff largely we haven't talked about in the headlines.
Oh, I thought you were saying cop stuff.
No. Cops, let's see, using facial recognition to wrongly arrest yet another black person. ICE arresting the owners of Trump Burger. Yes, you heard that right, folks. Multiple stories of philandering cops getting busted. And as we mentioned in the headlines, we'll be discussing the tragic and infuriating death of Deborah Terrell.
And for our premium listeners who follow us on Patreon, $5 a month, like, subscribe, all that bullshit, y'all are going to be getting, we'll be talking about the Pentagon wanting to use AI to create auto-generated online propaganda and the Citizens app using AI to generate inaccurate crime reports. So subscribe, stick around. Get more content, baby.
I'm surprised you haven't written that report about Citizen app yourself. You're a number one user.
Very big. I mean, I had to delete it because I was like, this shit is evil.
Yeah.
This shit is, the day I clicked over and saw, just like using it to see what crimes, because I'm nosy as hell. I was like, what's happening in my neighborhood? Oh my God. God. And then I realized with my subscription, I can find out how many pedophiles are.
Okay, yeah.
It's just a button away. It's just literally like there's the map.
Well, how many pedophiles do you live around?
Dog, this whole entire city is just pedophiles.
Look,
it's not even.
Obviously, one is too many.
This city is just.
But how many?
The city looked like it was made of just one big pedophile. Like the island is on the back of a pedophile. Yeah.
What was the Kendrick's cover of his Drake?
It was that on my house. I was like, who?
Yeah.
Who here?
But this is the whole city.
No, yeah, like literally, the Citizen app lets you. It's a map of the city, and then like you can see like the major crime reports all around, and there's like tons of little blips, and then on the next button, you just click it over, and then bam, it's just about 400 blips of just, and I think like that's just the major ones of just people, pedophiles.
Yep.
It's
is it worth knowing? Like what are you gonna?
It is actually.
Are you in real life really gonna do anything with that information?
No, you're more paralyzed than anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, there is nothing you can do. Matter of fact, I've been in the States.
I mean, maybe like a child it might be usul for a child to have that information.
That's what I used
know which streets to like watch your back.
That's what I used to do. Use the Citizen apps for. I'm like, you niggas is using Google Maps for the quickest route. I'm using Citizen app for the safest route.
Yeah.
Which way is not the crimes and pedophiles? No, the only thing you can do is delete Citizens app because you do not need that knowledge.
Yeah. Yes. So there's a lesson for all of us. But let's start here. We'll be reading. Me and Ashley, we love it when we have a little local shout out, and so we'll be going back to our hometown
on the show. It's always my favorite thing.
Yeah. And Houston Chronicle. Shout out Houston Chronicle. That fills me with nostalgia right there. Houston Chronicle.
And this is a story I've known because, like I said, my mom listened.
Okay, that's awesome. I was not aware of this story. This was fresh for me.
This is a saga.
Okay. Yes, I was reading this. I was like, wow, this is a saga.
Yeah, it was a saga. It was unfolding. Like in the building when it popped up. I'll let you.
Yeah, let's go into it. The headline: a second Trump Burger owner was detained by ICE. His lawyer said he's suffering from medical neglect. And right off the top, I love like the weird 9/11 type wording. A second Trump Burger owner has hit the building. Okay. 17 days after Roland Bainai, I'm not sure how to say his last name. We'll say Roland Bainai, the face of the viral Trump Burger and an ardent fan of the president, was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement and accused of not being in the country legally. Iyad Abwelawa was also detained by ICE and is being held in untenable conditions.
Are these all just different races?
They're 2 Arab dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if the first dude was a Latin.
No. 2 Arab Trump-supporting men. Already a lot to talk about there.
That's already. That is, I thought
they opened a Trump-themed burger restaurant and are now detained and in the middle of being deported by Trump's number one thing right now, which is ICE deporting fucking migrants.
Yeah.
And look, it's not, I stand with all the victims of all this horror show we're seeing with ICE. But this is a comedy podcast, and we got to find comedy where we can. And we would be remiss, look, you open a restaurant called Trump Burger. I can't imagine how your family must have been, what they must have been saying to you.
No,
and you ignored all of them, didn't you?
They'll never think it was us. Maybe it was the way. Maybe I don't know. It's
the ultimate cover.
Yeah. I mean, it's the stupidest cover, but also in some dumb guy's mind, it could be the ultimate cover.
Yeah.
It's just bro, you're the first thing they're gonna check. Who owns this? They should have been in whiteface, like white chicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have helped them a lot better.
Yeah.
But
that would have been another version of this plan.
Yeah.
It was down to open up a Trump themed restaurant. Or go white chicks.
Or do white chicks. That's the only way we're not getting deported.
Yeah, they should have done white chicks, dude.
It'd probably still be here.
Yeah.
Just buying fucking American Eagle, just buying, just looking. That's, I feel like this story combines Trump's 2 favorite things. Fucking deportations and heart disease. Because,
which is well, let's keep going here. Abu Lawa was arrested on June 2nd, so he's the second one to be arrested, according to ICE, and is being held in a detention center in Montgomery County. ICE claimed Abu Lawa had not been in the country legally since an immigration judge ordered his deportation in September 2009. His attorney, Jennifer Lopez, said,
"It just happens to me.
Just happens to be your name."
I hate all this. Trump.
I couldn't resist.
Why is this story dropping so many fucking names?
Yeah,
this fucking star-studded ass story.
Can I get a new attorney, please?
We get another. Sorry.
What's going on here? His attorney, Jennifer Lopez, look, a very common name, said Abu Lawa had been kept in the United States after that to multiple agencies' benefit and declined to elaborate further. Which, what the hell does that mean? Apparently he was ordered deportation in September 2009, but the attorney was saying actually he's been kept in the United States to the benefit of multiple government agencies. Lopez said he was struggling with diabetes and a heart condition, to the point, she said, that he was unable to feel his legs from the knee down and needed a wheelchair, and was not getting necessary insulin or blood sugar monitoring in custody. He's not doing well, she said. In my opinion, they're waiting for him to die. So yeah, this is very real. This is very sad. ICE
didn't get no fucking extra points for sucking his dick off.
No, what a lesson. I wish every Trump supporter in the world would be reading this story. That no, he didn't get any special treatment.
But especially minority Trump supporters, the ones who he's literally coming after. It's like every policy he makes is coming after you, and now you're like, but what? Wait, me? Yeah, Dick? What?
Yeah,
you
think you're one of the good ones, bro? That is your first problem right there.
God.
So, but yeah, it's a common known thing that ICE is throwing these people in these horrible conditions for them to deteriorate. A lot of these people are elderly, are young kids, have health problems. They don't give a shit. These people are most of the time not charged with any crimes. Now, this guy, a little bit different. We'll get into that in a second. ICE alleged Abu Lawa was Israeli-born, but held Jordanian citizenship. This, Lopez said, was false. Abu Lawa, who is Palestinian, is stateless. It's very convoluted, she said. A lot of time, we've seen immigration people immigration pick people up and not have a plan on how to remove them. The inefficiency is astounding.
Wow.
So apparently he's Palestinian. First of all, free Palestine. I wish I would be bringing up a Palestinian man on this show in a different light. But I will say, Jennifer Lopez, clearly not a good lawyer. Like, they're assuming your client is Israeli, and you're correcting them, being like, actually, he's Palestinian. Have you not been watching the news? Do you think that's going to help his case in any way whatsoever?
What the fuck is J-Law doing?
Exactly. J-Law. There you go. Abulawa and his wife.
Also, this dude is not the worst Palestinian. Okay, there's still DJ Khaled.
There's still DJ Khaled.
There's always DJ Khaled, no matter what. And you know what? As a minority, sometimes my group has suffered. Sometimes you just be looking at what the world be doing your people, and you see somebody going crazy, be like, you know what? That's how we all should be. We all should be crazy like that. The fact that we've kept our sanity, this guy's going nuts, and it's deserved. Okay,
exactly.
He's fucking opening up, knowing he shouldn't be opening up no lightning rod like Trump Burger. You are an illegal immigrant, nigga. You need to be on the low. Fuck are you doing? Bringing attention to yourself. No, this is a crazy man.
He is. And we're going to get into it. He is a crazy man, yes. Abulawa and his wife, Saud Hamada, began the Trump Cafe, which is what it was originally called, in Belleville, a small town about an hour and a half northwest of Houston, in late October 2016, just before Donald Trump's first election win. Now, that's crazy. This is before he even became president. That's how I know it's not a cover. These people fucking love Donald Trump. It was before he got elected, back when his supporters were not that many. It was like the few, the proud.
Damn.
Yeah, I almost said the Marines, but no, not the Marines. The Trump supporters.
Oh my God!
What a risk opening up Trump Burger.
crazy.
He's not even fucking president yet. He's a crazy guy running for president at that
Trump
time.
Burgers has been around that long.
Yes,
that's so crazy.
yes, it was
not
Trump.
in Houston.
Yes, but Belleville, outside of Houston. It was Trump Cafe originally.
Oh
the couple,
my God.
going by their nicknames, Eddie and Sue Hawa.
Oh,
So classic,
wait.
classic people. Classic.
Sue Hawa, that sounds a little.
It's
Eddie
and Sue, basically.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Eddie and Sue, classic self-hating. No, I'm Eddie. This is Sue. We love Donald Trump. Readily gave interviews. They readily gave interviews to local and national news outlets. One Houston area news anchor wrapped up a Trump Cafe segment in which Abulawa gave an interview with, quote, he says he's never been offended by any of Trump's comments about Middle Eastern immigrants and terror because he says he feels Trump was never talking about individuals like him.
Yeah, that's literally the whole.
Turns out he was talking about individuals like him.
That's the dynamic of like our social order. It's like us versus them. That's the political order. The us versus them point fingers at each other, but then you align your ideology for some misinterpreted ass reason, inverted reason, aligns with the team that's like it's them, and you're like going on that side, being like, yeah, it's them. And like,
exactly.
And like, well, no, it's you. They gotta turn around, and be like, no, it's you.
Do a double take. Wait, how'd you get over here?
You're on the like, and it's just like one. It's like the visionary. It's just like ingrained in American fucking psyche, just us versus them mass ideology. And for you, it's like the ultimate psychology, ultimate like fucking propaganda. It's like when propaganda works, when you've turned, when the them,
even the CIA is surprised. They're like, damn, this shit worked good. What the hell?
We went off.
We didn't expect it to work this good.
When you turn yourself into them, and then you're advocating for, you're like, yeah, we need to get rid of them, and them is literally you.
It's you.
You're
literally getting rid of now. You're getting rid of.
You've been brainwashed into getting rid of yourself.
You've been themmed, bro. Nigga, you always were them.
That's that white devil.
Yeah.
But no, that's like propaganda. Not 101. That's like fucking the graduating course. When that's when you've succeeded. You know, like, oh, I got these people who The ideology is purely, it's very simple. It's very blatant on the floor. They want to ethnically cleanse all minorities out of this country to make it a white nation. This America, this land that has always been black and brown, or it's been brown, it's been indigenous.
Stolen land.
Yeah, literally. But this was a brown place. It looks like, and then only recently, after a fucking genocide.
And specifically, the emphasis is on Latinos, the people who have indigenous blood.
Roots.
Yeah.
It's just, literally,
it's so
beyond
inverted.
Ridiculous. It's all these inverted thoughts that are just like, society is just like, dude, fuck, we're
fucked. I mean, it's like, it is like trauma, you know? It's like this country was born in this sort of crazy violence that we constantly try to overlook. We constantly try to put under the table the genocide of the indigenous people and the centuries of enslavement and act like everything's normal now. It's not at all normal. We can see it. We can see how crazy this shit is. Yeah, look at us. We are insane.
But now it's all woke. That's like my favorite. Like, it's all wokeness if you just acknowledge history and people think like it's such an inverted loser ass like weird way of thinking when they if you criticize the history or criticize the current government, you somehow hate go somewhere else, or if you I saw JD Vance was going at Mom Donnie. He's like, he hates this place. Why even these people hate America?
It's like a caveman. It's like caveman level of analysis.
Yes,
and people buy into it.
Well, I mean, they have to on their side. I hate to even break it down on sides because it's just it is what it is. But on the Republicans, they feed off of just dumb.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a real platform. They can't be like, our platform is to take your money and give it to rich people.
Yeah.
So they have to be like, it's woke.
And it's to erase.
Don't you hate how there's gays in commercials now?
Their platform is pretty clear to me. It's fucking get as many rich white men as you can possibly make.
Yeah. But I honestly believe that what comes first, even before that, is like the money thing.
Yes.
Like the othering of minorities is the cover for the original crime of just empire, of just like stealing the wealth. But the last little snippet from another, Ashton mentioned this is a saga. That was a very accurate assessment. So we're going to go to a little bit older article by Houston Chronicle to dive into a little bit of the saga here. This one is titled The Untold Origin of Trump Burger. On October 27, 2005, 11 years to the day before a local news station was first to write about Trump Cafe, 35-year-old Iyad Abulawa was arrested on charges of trying to defraud Medicare by giving fake flu vaccines to senior citizens and about 1,100 ExxonMobil employees at a health fair.
Yo, this dude is evil.
Yeah. This is why I truly like the Palestinian, the Arab part, that identity is not his primary identity. Yeah, his primary identity is Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
he's a crook.
All of it is like, none of it makes sense. If he's such a sycophant of Donald Trump, these people hated vaccines, even though Donald Trump
Well, clearly this guy also hates vaccines. Yeah, this is primo anti-vax behavior. That's actually a good question. I would love to know, how does he actually feel about vaccines? Because he would be one like version makes him more evil. Like if he actually is anti-vax and believes vaccines are bad, in his mind it's kind of a heroic thing. Like
that he's just injecting people with fucking sugar water.
Saving these old people.
Damn.
But I am sure there's nothing courageous in what he was doing.
Both ways are evil as fuck.
But one way is a little bit ideological, like consistency, which you would appreciate out of anyone, you know, even the evil ones.
Vaccines is crazy.
Even the evil villains, you want to have some principles behind there.
Walking around with cholera, just going to fucking Easter church. I don't fucking.
Yeah, if he believes in the power of vaccines, it does make it worse that he was giving the elderly fake vaccines.
With knowing this behavior, and he's like, Trump, I would never eat at Trump Burgers.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the burgers suck. There's just no way they're good.
I'm not eating that RFK Jr. ass meat. You fucking crazy.
Yeah. Here at RFK Burger, we serve our burgers raw.
Yeah.
We got rid of the stoves.
Yeah, where'd you source this whale from? The back of RFK Jr.'s truck. I got it out of RFK Jr.'s truck. Shit is disgusting.
Yeah. Can I get another narwhal burger, please? I think something's wrong with mine. During his time in the Houston Federal Detention Center, Abuelawa met. So he's in jail, federal prison, federal detention center, met a former physician named Ira Klein, who was awaiting sentencing for bilking insurance companies out of $10 million. Klein, according to legal filings, wanted Abuelawa to help arrange the assassinations of an FBI agent, a district judge, a U.S. assistant attorney, and Klein's wife.
Damn!
Every character is crazier than the next in this ridiculous.
How are you with kids?
What? And it's like all these are like vaccine distributors, like physicians. Like, dude, reading this article, you would think our prisons are like filled with like healthcare workers.
Bro.
You would think that's the new Jim Crow in America.
He wanted to assassinate them in jail?
He is in jail. And it wanted to assassinate an FBI agent, a district judge, an assistant attorney, and his wife.
So first step one, break out of jail.
I mean, he's offering. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know the plans here, but he was offering this Abuelawa guy $250K, and so Abuelawa reported the offer to the authorities. So that's where he drew the line. That's where his morality started. And agents recorded his conversations with Klein. So basically he became a rat. After Klein paid the $250,000,
oh my God,
the government charged him and seized the cash. So he got busted. Abuelawa pleading guilty in his own case to misbranding a drug and 1 count of healthcare fraud. So he pled guilty to that. In 2008,
oh my God,
while he was serving a 4-year sentence in spring, he filed a petition in Klein's case asserting that because he alerted the authorities to Klein's murder-for-hire attempt in a timely fashion, he should be entitled to keep the $250,000.
Of course.
I love this guy. The balls on this guy.
Yeah, this guy's head's always rolling.
Wait, I should be able to keep the money.
Dude, this guy's like a fucking Breaking Bad character.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
How are you going to get out of this one?
Yeah, he's got Walter White God complex. This guy is season 5 Walter White, not season 1 Walter White.
Dude, why are you always conniving?
Yeah.
Always calculating. He's getting out of it. He's like surviving. Each is like a season finale. Like, how are you going to get out of this?
Exactly.
How are you going to get out of this scam for fucking selling fake vaccines?
Yeah.
I'm going to get someone to admit to wanting me to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rat him out. Send him to Jesus Christ. It's an elaborate scheme, and it works.
Yeah.
It fucking worked. Oh, my God. Then he's like, I'm going to get $250 out of this.
Yeah.
You psycho.
And then I'm going to open up a burger place, but it's not going to be a normal burger place. It's going to be a weird burger place for some reason.
Oh, my God. This guy has he's just got psych crazier and crazy. Each
this
scheme
guy might, remember those Dos Equis? This guy might be the most interesting man in the world.
He might be the next president. This fucking guy's a Oh, my God. Trump was just a shrine so he could summon his power.
Exactly, yeah.
This is actually, I'm actually summoning the powers of Trump. He's got it in him.
He does.
This niggas is getting off.
Shout out Abuelawa. But let's go to the next story.
All right, we up in New York with it. New York Times. How the NYPD's facial recognition tool landed the wrong man in jail. In February, a woman told the police that a delivery man had exposed himself to her in a Manhattan building. He was about 5 feet 6 inches tall. 2 months later, damn, why do they have to?
Well, it gets relevant. Yeah, immediately you're like, damn. Okay.
Are you sure it wasn't just a naked baby? Loose baby running down. 2 months later, evidence shows the police arrested the wrong man. He was 6'2".
Yeah. So that it was simple math is an 8-inch difference.
Yeah. The man, Travis Williams, was driving from Connecticut to Brooklyn on the day of the crime, and location data from his phone put him about 12 miles away at the time. But a facial recognition program plucked his image from an array of mugshots, and the woman identified him as the flasher. Bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't rely on facial recognition technology. Also, we know we can't rely on white women. Yeah, so this is obviously going to be a not winning combination.
I'm just like, we don't trust. What portions of our surveillance fucking society do we not trust? Is the randomized fucking picture or a 24-hour big eye in the sky that's always watching, or is it the fucking tracking device you guys have placed on? Which part
Citizen app is AI now.
It's part of we don't even trust the full scope of the surveillance system. It's like there's no checks and balances.
Isn't it crazy that like it's policing? Who would have thought it would be getting worse? Yeah. As terrible as it's been in America, who would have thought new technologies are being introduced that is actively making it worse? Like the whole trope of like, you telling a black man like you fit a description. Like this black man doesn't even fit the description. It's beyond fitting a description.
It's truly, he could be about 5 or 6 feet. That's a whole foot. That's a whole foot. Was it Kevin Hart or was it fucking, I don't know, Drake?
There's such different heights, 5'6" or 6'2". Were you looking down or looking up? Like, it's not even, it's facial absolutely ridiculous.
Can we work on our dick recognition technology? What about that, all right? This would free me. Does it match my dick is what I want to know.
What?
I don't know. She identified him by face, but all she saw was dick.
Oh, his dick. That's a good point. I guess I could give her some leeway there. She wasn't like in her most analytical mode when it came to the assessment of this man.
Did it have glitter?
But still, that's what you tell the cops. Like, honestly, I have no clue. The man was flashing his dick at me. I wouldn't want to throw an innocent man in jail. But look, this lady also got a dick flashed at her. So
it's like the technology.
It's complicated. It's complicated.
Said he was 12 miles away, but I'll continue. Like Mr. Williams, the culprit was black, had a thick beard and a mustache, and wore his hair in braids. That physically, the two men had little else in common. Mr. Williams was not only taller, he also weighed 230 pounds. The victim said the delivery man appeared to weigh about 160 pounds, but Mr. Williams still spent more than 2 days in jail in April. Damn, so dude still went to jail for literally just delivery driving while black.
For nothing. I mean, isn't that crazy? You could just be going about your day and just be snatched up for being a creep too. That's the added salt to the wound. Like the worst types of crimes. Like, remember just the other week we were talking about the quote unquote child lurer that they caught through facial recognition. That was also just some random ass guy. And now for the rest of his life, if you Google his name, you're gonna get articles about him not being a child lurer. That still sucks.
No one's gonna look at the knot.
Exactly. You just don't want those articles to exist.
They're gonna see the keywords, your name, and then child lurer. Whoa, that's all they're gonna.
And this guy is gonna be like dick flasher. Like that's meanwhile, there's no way to get this to come out on top here.
There's some Amazon worker going around fucking flashing his dick still to people, just loose. There's still the dick.
I didn't even think about that. Whether or not they've caught the guy,
that the villain is still out there. That he's still fucking victimizing.
One of Jeff
people.
Bezos' minions is out here wreaking havoc.
I don't even know. It's like, dude, like the guy. I'll keep reading. Let me see.
When
New York detectives questioned the victim, she said she had seen the man who flashed her before. She described him as an Amazon worker who delivered packages around the area of the apartment building on East 17th Street, where she worked cleaning and removing recycling and trash.
Damn, she was just working too. That sucks.
This was fucking worker violence, bro. According to an interview in police documents, the man who wore thick black frame glasses made her uncomfortable, staring at her and lingering in the hall. So this is an Amazon employee. I feel like they have better access to who was in that They know where their trucks are.
Mm-hmm.
At 4:30 p.m. on February 10th, the woman was cleaning when she looked up and saw the man reflected in a hallway mirror. He was staring at her, his pants undone and genitals exposed.
That's
Jesus
some horror
Christ.
movie shit, bro.
Or it's like some fucking high schooler football locker. Oh, my dick. Shit. You're like, Jesus. How is Amazon, unless this guy is such an intense, like, flasher, he like beat up an Amazon worker, stole their vest and truck, and now he's just.
If I was an Amazon worker getting caught flashing, I'd be like, "Oh, I just had to pee in a bottle because that's
Yeah,
the only way we're allowed to pee." You've seen the articles. That's all I was doing.
It's the only time I could use the restroom. Yeah, no, literally for real. At the same time, Mr. Williams, 36, was parked in his car in the Marine Park neighborhood of Brooklyn, where he was meeting a friend. He had just come back from his job in Connecticut, where he worked with autistic adults. A week earlier, he had been arrested on a misdemeanor assault charge and photographed for a mugshot. Mr. Williams said he had gotten into a fight with a man who had been dating his ex-girlfriend. Damn, this nigga's having a bad week. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Oh my God. He was like, well, I'm glad that drama is over and I can just go back to my life.
Pedophile. Wait. I mean, flasher.
Yeah,
whatever.
flasher.
The case was dismissed in March, but his image was still in the department system when the police received the call about the flasher on East 17th Street. Gotta be him. The police pulled surveillance video, interviewed the woman, and canvassed the area, looking for more witnesses, according to police documents. They also had an investigator run a facial recognition search. That meant uploading a still from the surveillance footage to a system that uses algorithms to render a face's contours into data points, and then looks for the faces that are the most statistically similar.
So here we go again. Like, how many times these stories keep coming, so we keep talking about them on our podcast. The facial recognition fucking technology is supposed to be used with like one high quality picture and another high quality picture. It's not supposed to be taking a still of a grainy surveillance security camera and that is run through.
Yeah,
and now you have yet another, like almost every single person who's been wrongfully arrested has been a black person. And that's happening again and again and again. And we know exactly why, because they're using this grainy ass surveillance stills and they keep doing it.
It's like they're putting in like a photo of a guy that looks like CJ from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
San
exactly.
Andreas, and they're like, find this black guy.
Yeah.
It's
It's literally that.
It's fingers crossed they don't find me. His photo was then placed among 6 pictures, all black men with dreadlocks and facial hair, which, come on. I guess the fucking every running back in the NFL was in this lineup. That investigator showed to the victim. She picked Mr. Williams' photo, image number 2, and signed her name underneath, according to police documents. Confident it's him, a detective wrote in the case report. On April 21st, the police caught Mr. Williams entering the subway through an exit gate in Brooklyn. Damn, so they caught him hopping too?
Not even hopping.
Oh, he was exiting. Okay.
Just walking. Walk through the exit door.
Oh,
like the thing.
She was leaving. Okay.
All the time you walk through the exit door, someone walks in. It's like literally like. It's almost like common courtesy. Like we're from Texas.
Yeah.
You hold the door open for someone.
Yeah.
I accidentally was a co-conspirator to fare evasion.
Damn,
so
bro.
This is how this whole week.
It's
really a terrible week.
I hate
dude.
this. No.
They saw a black man walking through the exit door at a subway.
That's so
detained him,
bro.
And then we're like, actually, you're a flasher.
What? This nigga's Mercury is retrograding.
His whole life is on retrograde, bro.
Damn,
this
dog. Shit hitting right now. Life is life.
Yeah, man. But the levels of like racist checkpoints, like, okay, yes, you're stopping the black guy walking through the subway. And then with the facial recognition thing, like I am certain that when the facial recognition like incorrectly gets a white person, which first of all, facial recognition just is better at doing white people than people of color. That's a fact. But beyond that fact is like the human work that is associated with it, where I think it's pretty safe to assume that a cop will generally be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more careful when it's a white person they're doing facial recognition on. Wouldn't be as fucking...
Yeah, they're going to double check.
Exactly, because that has to be a factor of why we continually see why over 95% of these cases involve black people and not white people.
God damn.
And the fact that it started with him walking through the exit, not even hopping the turnstile, just someone, I'm sure, held the door open and he walked through and the cops are right there fucking waiting for him.
Did you know let me stop you right there. Did you know you look like some guy our computer recognized?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey, it's Lil Wayne. Oh, sorry. Actually, you're going to jail.
Yeah. Oh my God. You think you're going in for tickets? And what are you taking me in for? We caught the flasher.
Exactly.
Like, wait, who's the flash? You got a
Oh my
name.
God. Yeah.
There he is, the New York Flasher.
So
what a horrible day. And he was like coming from
work,
helping autistic people.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry, dog. But to round this out, on April 21st, the police caught Mr. Williams entering entering the subway through an exit gate in Brooklyn and learned he was wanted for questioning in the February 10th episode. They took him into custody. When they interrogated him, Mr. Williams told the police that he had started making deliveries for Amazon on April 1st. He explained he had worked in an Amazon warehouse during the COVID-19 pandemic in Atlanta, but at the time of the crime, he had been working his Connecticut job with autistic adults. So he was... At the time,
hey, he was at a certain point working for Amazon, but that had been a long time ago.
Oh, okay. That's not me, man, he said when the police showed him surveillance images of the flasher. I swear to God, that's not me. Of course you're going to say that wasn't you, the detective responded. Well, yeah, then what the fuck are we doing here? He then asked what would happen if he pulled Mr. Williams' employment record. Pull it, Mr. Williams replied. Please look it up. The police charged him the following day.
Wow.
So,
of course you would say that.
Of course.
Any criminal would say that it wasn't them.
Oh,
you're actually 8 inches tall. Oh, you're actually not 5'6". Classic criminal speak to me.
Yeah.
Open and shut case, boys.
Of course he would say that. Is crazy. It's like, well, what's the point of an interrogation? Why am I here? What the fuck?
Classic black guy with dreadlock criminal behavior.
Of course he would say that. Of course he would say that. I didn't do that. Of course
he would say that. Sounds like a guilty plea to me.
That's so funny.
Where's
what
the
do you
judge?
mean, of course yes, nigga.
The judge is just sitting in the corner of the room with a gavel. Gosh, you're going to jail. Thanks, judge. Next.
Yeah. I did. Okay. What? Like I did it. I didn't think you would say that. Like this is.
You're free to go.
Damn it.
An innocent person would never say that they did it. You're free to go, sir.
Oh my God, that's so. There was no chance of innocence. There was no chance. He's just giving up the game. Like just
welcome to America.
That's what
Goddamn.
innocent. I didn't do that, and he's like actively innocent and be like, I didn't do that. Oh, that's what an innocent person would say. Yeah, dude, I'm innocent. What do you mean? That's
you think I'm some kind of a fucking idiot? What kind of cop would I be if I just let you go for being 8 inches taller than the suspect? And being at a different state during the time, and also not working for Amazon anymore. What kind of police officer do you think I am?
I know that's your dick. Show me your dick right now. Pull it out. I should cuff your dick right now. What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I was.
It's like, fine, I'll whip it out. He's got a gun.
I fear for my life.
All right, let's move on here. We're going to New Brunswick. We're going to a really terrible story. Reading here from NJ.com. New Jersey police shooting of 68-year-old woman with disability sparks community outrage as they seek answers. New Brunswick and state officials are facing heated questions from residents and family members about transparency and accountability after a 68-year-old woman was shot and killed by police earlier this month. Deborah Terrell was killed by New Brunswick police on August 8th when they responded to a 911 call that a resident was walking around with a knife. Terrell was known by community members to have a mental disability, and they're asking why weren't mental health providers sent to co-respond with the police. The Attorney General's office which investigates all police-involved shootings, said the police officers first communicated with Terrell through the closed door. So we got a closed door, and we got a 68-year-old woman on the other side of a closed door. Then, police claim she came into the hallway with a knife. Police then used pepper spray and a taser, and then one officer shot her.
4 times.
4 times. Wow. I didn't know that. The Attorney General's office said the officers provided first aid and took her to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. However, bystander video shows how quickly the encounter happened and the few chaotic seconds in which one of the officer trips and falls into the other cops.
Yeah, it was so goofy.
It was. The video raised questions among some community members about whether this commotion, rather than Terrell's actions, prompted officers to pepper spray, tase, and shoot her.
Yeah.
So
it was immediate. It was literally like they open up the door. She's like, she answers, and then like taser, fucking, you can't even see her because she doesn't come out the house. You see like maybe her hand, and then they just taser her immediately.
I mean, it's a 68. I mean, imagine your grandma was like kind of lost her mind for a second. She's got a knife out.
Yeah.
Like how in danger would you really feel? Like one, you probably, and then how inclined would you be to like, I mean, really use a higher grade weapon on, like using lethal force on a grandma is completely insane.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. And it definitely felt like they shot her, because after the dude tripped.
The dude tripped. I mean, it's just so beyond, like,
it was how, 8 cops at a door.
Yeah. And they just fall into each other. Like, come on. Like, what, it's like the fucking, like, Reno 911, like, type of shit this is on.
Just goofy-ass nigga just falls. And
yeah. Like, if it wasn't, like, this would be a story we could really have fun with if it didn't result in the fucking murder of an elderly woman. Like, it's yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't even know what to fucking say. This is insane.
Yeah, no, the way the quickness to which they fucking just started blasting is just like, it's indicative of just how cops behave. It's just like, there was 8 cops at this grandma's door. It's like, you need 8 cops to respond to a grandma with a knife, and it's like, you have all these tools. The tools, they don't seem to be equipped with the tools they need to handle the problems that they get.
Because the tools they need in that situation is not a gun.
Yeah.
It's just basic competency, basic decency, basic empathy. Like, literally any random ass person on the street. Like, if we just randomly took a random ass person and put them there instead of those cops, that person would have handled that situation better. Yeah. That person would have not been like, oh, let me pull the trigger. Let me start blasting on this grandma right now.
Don't get me wrong. Now, if grandma pulls a knife on me, I'm not gonna shoot her or taser, but I will probably fuck her up.
Yeah, that's look.
I will.
I'm not doubting you're not out here. You wouldn't fuck up a grandma, Ashton.
Listen, don't. Me. It's yeah. Listen, little fact about me.
Yeah.
If grandma pull a knife on me, I'm not. She gonna get punched. I go, no. It's just crazy. It's just like fucking. That's the other part. It's like when you talk about there's no limit to cops' violence. It's like grandmas are getting fucking shot out here. That's insane. The most like vulnerable people who it's like almost an assault. The elderly, it's like almost you walk by the elderly too much. It's like too fast.
Yeah,
it's fucking almost assault charges because they're just fragile people. A 68-year-old woman who's like, dude, grab a chair.
Who's disabled mentally as well. Like that's
and
like
you
that's...
know she has a knife. Why is it like? Bro, I'm not sitting here to figure out things for you, but damn, nigga, I would have a chair and it'd be in front of me, pushing her back.
Exactly.
Not a gun or a knife. Not to say that I don't know how you handle somebody with a knife regardless, but I do know if it's a grandma, I'm going to be, if it's a person, you know, you're going to do what you do. A grandma, especially when going through like a mental health episode, I'm going to take extra caution. I'm going to be like, okay, not only do I not want to get hurt, in my mind, I don't want to make sure the other person doesn't get hurt. There was no, you got called to make sure nobody got hurt, and then you failed your job.
I mean, the average person, I keep going back to this, but that's how I feel. Like, the average person has we all have de-escalation skills.
Yeah.
We've all been there in life. We've all been in like a situation that's gotten hairy and been like, okay, how do we de-escalate this right now? And we've all executed that. It's a natural instinct we all have. But somehow the people who are supposed to do that professionally completely shit the bed on a regular basis. In what world did this lady need to be shot up? Like, so, yeah, I mean, you know, R.I.P. to Deborah Terrell, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Just and what's the situation now? This just happened earlier this month in August, and we don't know the names of the officers involved. We don't have any body cam footage released. The people of the town are at City Hall. They're trying to get something done. They're trying to get some justice, some accountability, and so far, the city has completely resisted on that. So hopefully. Again, it always feels absurd to use the word hopefully in a situation like this, but hopefully we can give y'all an update on this where we will start to see that accountability soon.
Yeah, no. That's why I'm like, you ever see those like, have you seen this old person report on the road you're driving by? It's like, I feel like now those are like messages that we need to find them before the cops do.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen this person? It's like the cops are like, because when we find them,
yeah,
no telling what we'll do. It's like, shit. That's like citizens. We got to band together and find all these old people because,
yeah, before it's too late.
Yeah, cops get them.
Yeah.
Shit.
So let's try to do these last two like boom boom.
All right, Tampa Bay Times. Hillsborough chief is that Hillsborough? Hillsborough chief deputy resigned amid academic cheating probe. Before a high-ranking deputy announced his resignation last month from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the agency had opened an internal inquiry into an accusation that someone helped complete his coursework for a prestigious FBI training program.
Ooh, academic dishonesty.
Got some cheating? The allegation surfaced in an email that Anthony Collins' wife sent in July to more than 25 law enforcement officers, including some who worked with her husband, according to investigative records obtained by the Tampa Bay Times under the Public Records Law. Alexandra Collins wrote that she believed she had an ethical duty to report what she called a serious incident of academic dishonesty. His own wife, his wife is snitching on.
Yeah, let's really fill out the arc that we're going on right here. The man's wife emailed his colleagues saying that he cheated on an exam.
Did he get the promotion yet, or was he getting the promotion?
He was getting the promotion.
Yeah, he was becoming a high-ranking deputy.
He was the highest-ranked black man in this position.
Damn.
And he was about to go up. He was on the path to becoming chief of police, the top cop in Hillsborough County.
At the time, the email landed Collins' boss, Sheriff Chad Cronister, considered him a strong contender to succeed him as the county's top law enforcement officer. Collins' wife attached pictures showing a series of emails between her husband and Robert Roosh. They discovered various assignments Collins was required to complete while attending the FBI National Academy, an elite training program for law enforcement leaders. Some messages appeared to show Roosh sending attachments that included Collins' class assignments. In two subsequent emails, Collins' wife alleged he had an extramarital affair with a female deputy and blamed him for a domestic dispute in which one of their children was injured.
Aha!
Damn. The cheating scandal. This was a cheating scandal on many dimensions.
I love that this lady was like, I just am so passionate about academic dishonesty. That when I learned my husband was was plagiarizing.
He's cheating on me and the FBI.
The man loves cheating.
All of them are in couples therapy. The man, dude.
He's cheating on his wife, cheating on his job. He's cheating in Monopoly. The man cannot be trusted.
This lady, and oh my God, she brought him down amidst his highest point. He was becoming the first.
He married the wrong. You knew not to cheat on that woman. You had to have known not to cheat on that woman.
Nah.
Gloves are off immediately.
Yeah, no. If you're married,
Mr. Chief over here is about to come down.
Like I say, he should have saw her first red flag was the fact that she married a cop. He's like, oh, This bitch is crazy. This ain't gonna. Yo, that's so nuts. Yeah. I was like watching a story from 4 months ago when it was like all happening and he was getting promoted and all. They were doing news reports on him. They're like, he's the first black man to die. Oh my God, we're so proud.
Yay!
Yeah. He opens up the story. He was like, I wasn't the greatest student. I got suspended.
Hilarious.
Yo,
I love cheating.
This guy.
I cheated on all my exams. I'm cheating on my wife right now.
He opened up with, I got suspended in school. I wasn't always the greatest kid. I got suspended in school. And when I came back, I decided I wanted to be an officer. Because I know at least when I cheat there, no one's going to catch me. No one will ever know. Well, I mean,
me and my trusted wife by my side.
His snitching.
I would never betray her, and she would never betray me.
Yeah, his vindictive ass, justified ass wife. Totally justified behavior.
You want to read that last little blurb, the last little sentence?
Okay, yet the allegation of academic cheating ultimately upended the career of the man regarded as a potential. Oh, well, let me go back because in 2 subsequent emails, Collins' wife alleged he had an extramarital affair with a female deputy and blamed him for a domestic dispute in which one of their children was injured. Investigators found little evidence of an inappropriate relationship and deemed the domestic allegation unfounded.
Hilarious.
Yet the allegation of academic cheating ultimately upended the career of a man regarded as a potential successor to Chronister, the sheriff confirmed.
They were like, all right, a little bit of domestic violence, that's no big deal. I mean, who amongst us? I mean, look, all of us have those charges on us. So.
He can cheat on you. It's us that we work.
Yeah. A little domestic dispute here and there. I mean, that's just a part of life. That's just a part of growing up.
Well, it's a positive story because, at least the only thing this cop killed was his career. So
yeah.
It ends all's well that ends well. Yeah.
And before we go into our last story, I'm imploring someone out there who has connections to the academic world. I want there to be studies on the proportion of black cops who get taken down for lying and cheating, whatever, being criminals, versus the proportion of white cops who get taken down for the same thing. I am interested in whether or not
lying and cheating on their academic exam.
Just whatever it is, cops actually getting fired, right, or actually getting consequences. What are the racial disparities there of the people who choose to be cops and that racism? Also, I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, that's something. It just makes me fucking go, dude. This guy.
You got a smile on your face right now.
No, I'm like, bro, because it's just like, I mean, like what's the subtext of this is like this guy was the chief of police.
He was headed to possibly be the chief. He was on path.
The person who was going to be the chief of police did not study police shit.
Yeah.
Like literally cheated on their exams. Did not. If you were like, police, we'll call in a 562, you'd have to be like, shit, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I got to Google. That's the chief. That was going to be the.
Sir, are you aware of your Miranda rights? No. All right, hold on. Let me ask ChatGPT real quick.
Literally. It's like, that's what I'm like, what does it say about the state of like policing where the main guy doesn't even know FBI laws or like the actual laws? And I mean, I feel like something needs to be said about that. Wait, he doesn't really know. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
One of many problems you could say with policing in America right now.
You niggas aren't even like qualified for your own.
You don't even know the damn law, and we see that all the time. I mean, how many videos on YouTube have we seen a white dude getting pulled over, not pulling down his window, and clearly knowing laws that the cops don't know?
He's
and the
like,
cops' veins are popping out in their foreheads.
And now retaliation. Yeah. It's like one white guy who does this on purpose.
Yes.
He's like, you're a brave white soldier.
Yeah.
One of the good ones. You're using your privilege for good. That's the only example I can think of a white man using his privilege for good. Walking around with a shotgun to see who. Let's test these gun laws. Just walking in the middle of a fucking Disneyland. Yeah. My rights in Florida.
Yeah.
White people live on the edge. Yeah. But all right, let's move on.
Last story, and a similar theme to the one we just read. Jackson County, Wisconsin is where this takes place. Reading here from the Badger Project. Ex-Jackson co-chief deputy ousted for bad behavior working at nearby Neillsville PD. So basically, he switched jobs. He's now at a different department because he got in trouble. The former chief deputy of the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, who was forced out last year for romantic and sometimes sexual relationships with female subordinates, is now working in the neighboring county as a patrol officer at the Neillsville Police Department. An investigation conducted by Jackson County Sheriff Dwayne Waldera last year, and obtained by the Badger Project in a records request, found that ex-chief deputy Adam Olson had inappropriate relationships with at least 3 female deputies and also the county's then HR director while he was on duty, which I gotta say, regardless of all the politics aside, sleeping with the HR director is like boss level inappropriate relationships at work.
Mad Max.
That's the lady who's supposed to be in charge of all this shit, and you're sleeping with. It's like who's watching the Watchmen of HR.
That's how corrupt the police is. Like HR.
The HR. This is your whole thing.
I'm corrupt. I don't know what to tell you.
And the funniest part is when you see a picture of this guy, you're like, all right, this guy better. And you see him, you're like, what? The 3 and the HR lady? This guy must have the gift of gab or something. We know he's not rich. We know it's not the looks.
Yo, he took over a whole police department with his dick. That's crazy.
Andrea, please put his picture right here so everyone can see what we're referring to.
I don't know if it's men fucking their way to the top or just abusing power.
It's definitely an abuse of power. Good cue to get back to the article because exactly that. He was also accused of hostile or negative behavior towards some female employees over the course of many years. After 15 years of full-time employment there, Olson resigned from Jackson County in March of 2024 and was hired at the Neillsville Police Department on July of 2024. So just like that quick. That's crazy. One female deputy at Jackson County who said she had a flirtatious but not physical relationship with Olson reported that he acted inappropriately towards her, such as pushing her against a wall at the courthouse and trying to kiss her.
Whoa.
The deputy also told investigators that in a separate event, Olson had grabbed her thighs while she was sitting and said, "You know you want it." While those encounters were consensual, the deputy said she refused Olson because he was married. Now, look, I'll obviously believe women and all that, but does she not know the definition of consensual? Because that shit did not sound consensual whatsoever.
I mean, it sounds like she was willing. I mean, from her story, it sounds like
it says she had a flirtatious relationship.
It sounds like they were flirting and he was pushing it.
She gave her a little window and he bust through like the Kool-Aid man.
It sounds like she's willing to push her definition of flirtatious further than other people.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if she's saying if she didn't have a wife with those actions.
That's what she's implying. Yeah. Which again, Andrea, put a picture of this guy, please.
He's like, this guy.
If he wasn't married, oh my God, this hunk will be all mine. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh no.
The hair of a Norse god.
Oh my God, the HR lady is crazy, bro.
Yeah. When the deputy, whose name is redacted in the investigation, started dating another employee of the sheriff's office, she told investigators that Olson's attention to her soured and became hostile. The deputy said she could not report to the HR director at the time, who is no longer employed by the county, because Olson was currently in a romantic relationship with her. She told investigators Olson forced her resignation from the office and blocked her from returning as a part-time employee. Another female deputy, whose name is also redacted, told investigators that she had a romantic relationship with Olson. She feared for her job once Olson got romantically involved with the then HR director, she reported. A third female deputy said she had a flirtatious relationship with Olson in the office and sent nude photos to him, but that he cut her off after he started a relationship with the HR director. So everyone wanted a piece of this fucking guy. Dude, I gotta see this guy in action because literally it does not make sense. There's multiple photos of this guy in the article. It seems like an Onion article with the picture paired on top of it.
Damn,
it's hilarious.
You are chopped.
Have you seen him?
No, I wish I could see.
Oh my god!
Well, I guess I can't Google his name.
Yeah, no, just click the link. The link is in there.
Oh shit.
But we got. I'll just, while you're looking that up, I'll read this last part. Olsen's behavior and subsequent job change have cost him a lot of cash. As the second-ranking officer in the Jackson County Sheriff Department, he had an hourly wage of nearly $48. Now in Neillsville, he is making about $28 per hour.
Yeah, no, this guy just looks like he wants to go like, he looks like a goof.
Yeah, and they couldn't resist.
He looks like a fucking damn. This dude was oh my god.
now I know Ashton is scrolling through the article and seeing the multiple pictures of him.
Wait, whoa! These aren't the same people.
Yeah, it is.
No,
dude.
they're not.
Yes, it is.
These are 3 different people.
No, it's the same guy, dude. Trust me. I went through this whole process you're going through right now. That's him.
That's Dwayne Waldera.
Oh, Dwayne Waldera. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. One of them is the is the guy who got the other one.
Adam Olsen, the former chief of Okay, yeah. All 3 of these.
All right, my bad. All white men are not the same. Yeah. That's on me. That's on me.
I was like, there's no way these.
But look, everyone listening, if you're on the Spotify, you're not getting because we are going to be throwing up his picture. Please Google him and see what this man looked like.
Damn.
It's probably the best part of the story. But that's it for our main episode. Please join us on our Patreon. We got a bonus episode for y'all. Appreciate y'all listening.
Bye.